Welcome back to Juice and Java. Right now we have representatives from HerCampus, an online magazine that has just gotten to Syracuse in the past year, but has only existed for 2 years. It started in 2009. They're going to tell us all about it. I'm personally really excited about this. I hadn't heard about it, but when I went on the website, it's just absolutely something any college girl would love to either read or write for. So, Alora, you're the editor-in-chief and president, kind of. So just tell me about HerCampus nationally, I guess, like how did it get started? And then, quickly after you started it here at Syracuse. So just tell me about the whole experience.
Well, HerCampus started in September 2009. It was started by 3 Harvard students. 2 were seniors and 1 was a junior at the time. They felt that there was a gap in the magazine market. It kind of went from 17 to Cosmo. And there were a lot of issues that, college students, particularly college women, grapple with that aren't really being addressed in the magazine market. And magazines are where a lot of women turn to for advice, to see what's going on.
Guilty.
Same. These students started this online magazine, and they went to online because they felt that, that was the up-and-coming thing. They didn't really have the resources to start a print magazine, and our generation is online all the time anyway.
Right.
So they started this magazine, and then they wanted to have a national page and also localized branches to give specialized content, to kind of give each reader a personal connection to the magazine, which is also something that you don't really get, in 17 or Cosmo. It's very general.
Right.
So the national page started in September 2009, and then I applied to be a writer for the national page. And one of the founders emailed me back and said, well, we don't really need any more writers, but would you be interested in starting a branch at Syracuse? And I thought that would be really great, give Syracuse readers a personalized, specialized content for women. So I applied and started the branch in February 2010.
That is so exciting. So what can we find on the page? Lindsay, I know you're a contributing writer as well as the PR chair. So why would we read? Why as women would we read? Of course to get that closer knit connection to the campus, but what kind of, feature or articles are there on there?
What's great about HerCampus Syracuse is that it's very focused on a particular demographic, as Alora said, the college woman. And like she said, there was a gap in the magazine market, so we're trying to fill in anything that might possibly apply to the life of a college woman at Syracuse. We don't just cover health and wellness, we don't just cover fashion, we don't just cover sex, we cover all of the above, and anything and everything that might be in between, to politics or updating on events that might be happening here at Syracuse. We have a feature titled HerCampus Celebrity, where we feature people who we think might have done something worth noting that the readers would like to know about, or HerCampus Cutie, who we saw this guy walking on the street and we were like, oh hey, would you like to be in HerCampus Syracuse as our featured man of the week? And what's great about it is that it's like everybody loves Brad Pitt. He's great and cute, but you're not going to see him walking to psychology class on Tuesday mornings.
Absolutely.
This person, you will, and so you actually have a chance to get to know him, which is great because it's focused on your own personal life. I know.
This is so funny. I just think it's so awesome that you started it so quickly after. I guess that was just such luck that she came back and asked you to be, to be the campus rep, kind of. But so what are you working on next? This whole website is in place and it's up and running. You have a few writers, but what's next for HerCampus?
We really want to work on updating as much as possible, because we're in this instant gratification world of online media. And right now we update at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, but we'd really like to get to the point where we're updating 3 or 4 times a week, where there's constantly new content coming in, where we're always up on the latest happenings on campus. We'd really like to increase our staff, get some more diversity on staff, bring some new perspectives, because it really is all about we want to make this experience as personal as possible for readers. So
exactly.
Yeah.
We would really like HerCampus to be that website that girls check after they check Facebook every morning before going to class. And as we get more diversified staff, I think we really have the possibility to be able to achieve that. Girls need to know that it's very easy to become a part of our staff. Laura has her website posted on the HerCampus page, and all you have to do is email her. And I was able to email her just once, set in a couple articles, and it was just like that. It's very easy and easy to do.
Very flexible.
That's so great.
Right.
So if you have any interest, and I mean, I'm sure you do after this interview, it's so great, but thank you so much, Laura Tassi and Lindsay Cameron from HerCampus. Coming up next, we have a poetry program, group, community outreach organization called Verbal Blend, and they're going to be with us next to talk about the great things that they're doing.